one job. One job.
But hey, we've been recording it, so it's all good. And now I press me live, so we're making sure we are live.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's been
all
recorded.
That stuff, hold up, you got all that stuff I said about Tyson? You gotta be kidding me.
Hey guys, welcome back to first official episode.
What? Oh,
hey, you don't have. Hey, it's recorded, so I can repost the whole one for the beginning. But everybody that just joined, yes, man, great times, Travis. Great times.
I've lost them. You lost me. You lost.
Man, I lost. Oh, hey, I'm over here watching. Why is it 11 people? And like, yo, I'm gonna give Travis $10,000, but he's not streaming. I'm like, what do you mean we're not streaming? hey, for everybody who want to donate $10,000, we are officially live right now. So
man, that's awesome.
Anyway,
how was anybody watching? Or 11 people? They were just listening or waiting for us to come on?
Dude, they were just waiting excitedly. You're like, yo, where this dude's at? I'm out here reading the super chat and all that. And by the way, Oleg, I'm so sorry. Your super chat was so amazing. We started off non-live fucking podcast awesomely. All right. And to give it a shout out one more time for Todd and Oleg's love child for $4.99 super chat. I love everything about the sport of football, except that it's still Travis Bagent from arm wrestling, and his son gets drafted, and it's goodbye.
Oleg, I can't go over it again, but
yeah,
you are going to be very happy once Artem posts the last
beginning
half hour where we were talking without anyone listening. My goodness.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Hey, well, now that we are live, and all of a sudden your football crowd kind of disappeared, and then we have, hey, Jerry Carteret is out and Chafee is stepping up. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't want to say I told you so, but
right.
If you rewind this a few weeks, months ago, I alerted the arm wrestling community that Jerry Carteret will in fact not be pulling Ermis. He will chicken out before the day comes, and lo and behold, he's done got the tough man flu. The tough man flu. Everybody knows what that is. If you've been to any tough man competition, there are 60 amateur fighters about to go to war, and every year, right until the bell rings, one of those guys will skip out the back, and they'll call them, and then they'll give the winner the win, and they'll tell him that the guy had the tough man flu. So, but all jokes aside, I guess that Jerry Carteret has been injured at practice, and Dave Chafee will in fact be taking his turn. I am torn. I'm torn here, right?
Me and you kind of disagreed last time on that.
How do I tell you that a foreign guy is going to beat an American guy without sounding like a jealous American hater?
It's impossible.
Very tough. So I'll just give you this. Every part of my inner being is rooting for one Dave Chafee. However, my bank account would clearly, in a betting situation, I would bet Ermis is not only, in fact, the best guy out of him and Carteret and him and Dave, but Ermis is the only threat to Mr. Levon.
Really? You don't remember Alex? What about him losing to Alex Kurdecha?
Yeah, very tough gig. Listen, there is a way to disrupt the smaller Ermis. And that way was to double, triple cap with height and up, no doubt. But I'm telling you, that was 40 pounds ago, and I mean, a whole bucket of syringes ago. This man has sold out. He is 100% in. And you're going to see a very funny looking Hermes in the years to come. You're going to see him widen out like Artem, or not Artem. What's his name?
Trubin.
No, Trubin's another one, but he just wasn't that good. I'm talking about Arson.
Right. We almost forgot the name second time.
Arson got, first of all, just like Hermes and Arson, both of these guys, super quality middleweight guys, like at the highest of high when it comes to their level. And now you take these drugs and you compound and time, and you do not care if you die. I'm telling you right now, if he dies, he dies. That's what the fuck they're thinking. They do not care. They are on one mission, and that is this opportunity to become, and maybe the first ever. I mean, has an Italian guy ever been the best at anything in the whole world?
Well, what about
Are there any Italian Olympic gold medalists? Can you Google that?
I will Google it.
I'm kidding. Artem, there's a bunch of them. I'm telling you, in the strength world, what that man is trying to do would make him a countryman hero. Right?
Wow.
A hero. Listen, if you win events like that, and you are from one of those pussy countries, and let's be honest.
I think that's where you like the racist talk kind of fell. Man.
What are you talking about?
You can't say that about other countries. What the fuck?
What?
Man.
United States of America, man. Are you kidding me? Italy is a puss country compared to us. Yeah. Everybody knows that, right? It's just like, I mean, listen, if you tell me that you got the strongest weightlifter, wrestler, arm wrestler, and you are from Kazakhstan, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
When you tell me that you live in Italy, or you live in France, or you live in Belgium, or you live in, Cuba, come on, man. That ain't where the strength guys are coming from.
You think that they weather in the conditions too good to be strong?
I don't know what it is. It's just history. It's history, okay? I mean, listen, we are in that category as well.
Right.
That mighty redneck United States is weak. Okay, we get it. It's okay. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? But Italy is weak as well. So
that's
what
fair enough.
is doing is even bigger. Like, how many Georgians or Russians are picking up big rocks? A lot of them.
Yeah, all of them.
You know that. Hermes is in a great situation, and I'm telling you, man, I can see it. The dude's got the skills, and he is dangerous enough to enhance himself in a mega way. I'm telling you, my money's on him. He's the guy. He's the guy that's going to beat Levon.
So there's a couple of super chats, but before I read them, because I don't want to switch the subject, because that's been discussed a lot. Me and Brandon talked about it. What's your opinion, since we're talking about this whole compounds? Is it ever worth it? Because that's what me and Brandon were thinking. Is it ever worth to go all out, in your opinion, for arm wrestling when it comes to juice? Because Brandon said it to me once. You see all those dudes in the past that, Eric Ruzine, we posted them on like arm wrestling archives. This so-and-so be like #1 here and there, but you don't know his name. And most likely he being like, juiced up to the gills and all that for, we don't even know the guy. Right? Is it even worth it in arm wrestling, in your opinion? Or you think, oh, fuck, let's all die? Like, is it fun to you?
100% worth it, as long as you don't die.
Well, no. If you're shorten your lifespan.
Right.
Do you think it's up a little stupid, or
let's just put it out there?
Right.
Let's just poll this shit, right? If you could live Dennis Chaplenkov's life, knowing that motherfucker got close to a problem,
right?
Would you trade your life for Dennis's life? That's the deal. And listen, there's a lot of arm wrestlers that would love that glory. Listen, I loved being the best guy in the world, even if I never really was. The internet said I was, so it was great, right? And I don't think until now I kind of think Levon is the best. But before that, I never thought anybody who said someone was the best really was.
Well,
like
okay.
I really didn't. But it just seems that I believe that Devin is at a high quality, and for Levon to do that to him, and then for John Brzenk to reaffirm it with what he thought that Devin felt like, just yesterday, it makes me kind of, I guess Levon is the guy, right? I'm cool with that. But before then, the perception of being the guy, I think that it's an interesting question, and you can only ask how many people have actually been the very best arm wrestler in the world when they woke up in the morning.
Gotcha.
Is there 100 guys in the history of our sport that woke up one morning and were the best guy, or is there only 10? I mean, because you got to figure John Brzenk woke up most of them days and he was the guy.
Right.
Right. I mean, I believe that I woke up mornings that I was the best arm wrestler in the world. And that's just my opinion. I don't believe anybody else really feels that way. So for me to feel, I believe that John Brzenk has woke up the best guy. I think that Andre Pushkar, I think that Dennis Shaplankov, I'm not sure if Devin Larratt, in my opinion, ever opened his eyes and was the best arm wrestler in the world. I think he does think that he's one of those guys. So, and I think that probably other people probably think he's got more of a reason to say it than me. And that's fine. But if we really composite a list where truly other people thought that you were the best arm wrestler in the world, that list is pretty low, I think.
Yeah, if you wanted to make sure it's unarguable, yeah.
Yeah, because like Gary Goodrich probably woke up the best guy in the world one day.
Right.
Cleve Dean maybe woke up the best guy in the world one day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like that, it's slippery slope.
Yeah, that era, where Eric Rosin has that archive year by year, and it goes kind of how you said, like it was Gary Goodrich.
Well, yeah, he's an
Gary,
idiot.
John.
I hate.
What, you don't like that?
Listen, I hate Eric Rosin more than anybody else in the world, simply because of that list.
Why? Hold on, that's interesting.
I hate that motherfucking list because it's
Why?
inaccurate.
It lists you there as a guy for a couple of years too.
It lists me left-handed. It does not list me right-handed.
It lists you right-handed there as well.
Well, you go pull up the list.
I mean, I'll go find our missing archives. I'm pretty sure 1 year.
Dude, I hate that list. That list is fraudulent.
Well,
here's the crazy thing too. In that list, there were times, how about in a year's time frame, that I win 8 super matches out of that year, and because I don't make it to the 12th month because I'm arm wrestling every week, that this guy decides, John Brzenk is still the best. Well, I beat the motherfucker in April. I mean, what are you saying? That because we arm wrestled again before the year was out, the man got the whole year and the multiple years before? Like, that is a bad list. I hate that list. And that list, Devin's on that list way too much. I really want to kill Eric Rosin because of that list.
In 2005, Alexei stepped back from the sport to focus on becoming a member of the Russian Olympic bobsled team. Oh yeah, Eric hates you.
So what about 2003?
Eric hates you because he put Alexei in the first sentence.
Let's go back to 2003. Who do you have?
From 97 to 2003, it was John Brzenk was your daddy.
Now think about that right there. John Brzenk did arm wrestle one time between 2001 and 2003. And I done beat Alexei in 2003 at the World Championship. How in the world is that possible? The only reason Alexei is now the champ is because he won the Zloty Tour, the one event, even though 3 months before that, I killed this guy.
Well, you know what?
Poland. Like, this is a terrible, terrible list, man. Go up here. I want to see when So what about 2006?
Well, it does states here when he attended WF World Champions in Ottawa in December 23, most expecting him to win. However, Travis Bagent shocked the world when he sent Alexei home with the silver medal. So it does mention that.
Why wouldn't I be the guy in 2003? That's
So you're saying,
crazy.
so you're saying John should be the guy from 97 to 2002?
No, 97 to about 1990. I don't even know. He didn't even arm wrestle in 97. When I started, he had a hiatus. Like, the dude retired. John retired and was inactive for 7 of those long years.
Okay. So
it's crazy. And then go on up. I want to see where he starts with his guy. Keep going.
While he lost 3-1 in a super match near the end of the year, all things considered, he is being recognized the best of 2005. Then
and crazy too. He just added that after I went nuts on him.
Okay, so we have 2006, 2007, John Zink, 2008, 2010.
Now, how many times in 2008 to 2010 with Mr. Laird there did that Laird guy arm wrestle a foreign guy? Like, dude, Andre Pushkar, Dennis Chaplankov, John Berzink, all these people are pulling all the time. This guy arm wrestles twice in that 3-year span. Going back up, Dennis Chaplankov. And look, so does he have Andre? There he is. There's the man right there. Woo. Yeah, the list is pretty good now that I saw my name up there. I retract all that statements about Eric Rousseau. Smart guy, just make sure that between 1999 and 2003, I'm in that mix where you got John Berzink.
Right. This is what I want to see. This is what I like to.
Any left hand money? Is there a left hand?
No. I'm looking at right-handed year by year, and because I'm pretty sure you were here, but man, I think you're right. I think from 99.
Crazy, man. Crazy talk.
So this is basically the best arm wrestlers year by year. 1997, we have John Berzink, and he's the guy until 2004, until Ron Bath beats him right-handed in 2004.
I'm beating Ron Bath when I'm 14.
And then we have Alexei, Pushkar, Farid, John, Devin, Dennis. Yeah, that's funny, dog. Yeah, that's
crazy talk, man. That is crazy talk. All that. Crazy.
Let's can I find again? Left hand. Let me see how much. Can we sugar you back at it? Can we make sure?
I don't think I got enough respect here. There shouldn't be nobody else on the list but me.
All right, we start 1997. Eric Wufel. 1997. Alan Karayev. Then Wachtan Javahadze. And then 1999, Irakli Gurchirani. Man, where's Travis Bagent at? Man, hold on. What the fuck? 2001, we have Dan Victor. That's supposedly whoops Travis Bagent there. Man, is he okay? 2002, Travis Bagent ascends to the top spot after he beats Christian Bingy in the finals of all of the Niagara Arm Wrestling Championship. And then Christian whoops you back the next year, huh?
Man.
And then Travis goes back at AAA Nationals. And then it's all you, buddy, until 2010. So you ruled it from 2002 until 2010.
All right, so it's safe to say that my left hand stretch is the second biggest stretch.
Like, well, you had like basically in 2005, you lost to Sylvain Perron and Devin. Man, you lost to Devin in 05?
And that's a tournament where I had already won the $5,000 for beating Devin right-handed, and I didn't even want to pull in the tournament because it was only $500.
I think I know what you're talking about. That super match.
I'm like, I said, Devin Forward said, "You're the man." I'm like, I know. Now you know. But listen to this. So I've got the biggest stretch, right or left-handed, the second biggest stretch next to John Berzink. Correct? And John Berzink is not listed on the left-handed anywhere. Correct?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure those two things together, When I tell you that I'm the greatest living arm wrestler ever, that's why I'm saying it. I'm saying I'm the only guy on both. And if there is guys on both, no one has the stretch.
Yeah, I don't see.
Don't investigate it and prove me wrong. Just go with it, baby.
I am going. I just want to check if John was ever there left-handed before, but he has not yet.
Bum left-handed.
But we talked about this, Justin. John still gets credit for still pulling left-handed in those years, right?
Actually, yeah, he's real good. It's
just
me
and Justin were talking shit about people like, I don't know, like there's strong dudes out there that's strong, and there's nothing wrong with their left-handed, but because they cannot win, they don't want to pull. So it's kind of weird, right? Like it's like even you are, Brandon likes to give you those props too, that you're so good left-handed, but you also always competed right-handed, right? Like it's always been like you always been both, right? You've never been just a left-handed.
Back to that list, but I didn't just compete right-handed.
Right.
Compete. You tell Brandon to put some respect on my name.
Okay, well, no. I'm saying compete. I do respect you. Brandon will say that you were the man. It's all good.
Brandon's my guy.
Yeah, it is funny. It is funny. It's not even like I want to give you all the respect. I want to disrespect more other guys that only pull with one arm. That's all I'm trying to do. So, all right, 50. Not sure what it is. But what is the plan with John and Devon? Where are you going to make an announcement about the project? Well, yeah,
1 week. 1 week. Except, what makes you think the third person's Devon?
Don't think about it. All right.
Oh,
$4.99 super chat.
Partner.
Oh, that's good. $4.99 super chat from Vigilante. Not gonna lie, I'm more excited about Chafee versus Hermes. I think Chafee can win it. I agree with Travis. We need to see Hermes versus Levon go at it.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I think Jerry fakes an injury so that because he's going to pull Levon first in Dubai.
Hey, Brandon, say tighten up. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry, Brandon. No, you won't.
I think that Jerry Cadaret's going to pull Levon in Dubai here soon.
Aha. You think that was happening?
Yeah, and then I think that Hermes is going to probably knock Dave off. Hermes needs to knock Dave off in order to get that title shot too.
Oh, you think they've got Hermes? Oh, Hermes got
Dave to win, but I feel like Hermes is the guy. I think Hermes is going to be the guy that beats Levon.
And after Dave versus Vitaly, I'm going for Dave versus Hermes.
Yeah, of course, but I don't think that Vitaly was amazing that day. And Dave, yo, man, dude, biggest, greatest win. I'm telling you, dude, that win for him is like that thing I did with Lupke's. It changes the perception of your career. And it is, I tell you, nothing I hate more than getting in a war at an arm wrestling match. But if you do and you come out on it, dude, it is the most gratifying. And the people love it. They want blood. All they want is blood. Just, kill everybody and be half dead too when you get to the finish line. That's what the fans want. Man, I'm telling you, man, Dave Chafee is a happy dude.
Of course.
You see that cat on Facebook? I ain't never seen somebody so happy.
Of course.
What a beast. What? And I'm telling you too, how about how much heart he's got? Just like, yeah, no problem. I'll pull Hermes. It's all good, player.
Right. Yeah, it's all happened today. Did Dave even post anything himself, or because
all I saw was Ingen. Ingen kept it short and sweet, even though Ingen Thursday is mad. He ain't the type of guy that you cancel for injury.
Well, I think Ingen right now is also busy at Worlds himself, so I bet you he's like, he will
Well, and what a
announce
great
it later.
thing. How quickly could you not skip a beat? Like, that's a great alternative.
Engin kept it professional for sure. Yeah. He's busy. He like,
Well,
hey,
for
we
now,
got this.
for now.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
I've been talking to Engin every day. Engin is nice. It's Engin be a nice person to deal with if you treat him proper.
The truth is there's nothing he doesn't really have a pretty. He's got his. I mean, he knows what's going on, man. Like in general,
Right.
And he's also too. He doesn't beat around the bush from a communication standpoint. He will ask you a direct question. He will not let you deviate from the answer. And so, yeah, that's why he's in charge of this thing. And that's why this thing is so successful, because the dude is on it.
Well, speaking of that, before we switch from Engin, I don't know if you've been followed, but I happened to be part of it from the beginning, and I watched it go down as Devin and Engin were talking mad shit to each other. And I think it's happening now where Devin is pulling Engin, like officially, I think, or somewhat officially. In January was like 220-pound weight cap. I don't know if it's really happening, but that's what Engin is pushing for. And Engin's promised us to flash pin Devin right-handed off the go.
Yeah, well, I just spoke to John Brzenk, and listen, Devin ain't stopped. Devin hasn't stopped. Devin has, in fact, doubled down. So don't be surprised that once Hermes beats Levon, that old Mr. Larrett don't weasel himself in there and take over that spot again.
I don't know, because Devin was saying he wants to be that 115, 110 guy and compete with like a lighter, like Prudniks and stuff.
Yeah, that's not
Devin's
true. He's huge.
Okay.
He's gnarly good. Like, hey, man, John, I'm going to tell you something, man. When John Brzenk gives you that recommendation or that reference, I know John felt it, and he didn't like it. Devin is not done.
Are you sure? Because John is the last person I will ever listen to if he tells you that you're strong. Because I've heard stories John tells everybody strong. I'm not.
No doubt. I'm not saying that John told Devin
You know what I'm talking about.
John told me that.
Ah.
So I don't, you know what? I don't, who really knows? Who really knows? But I'm going to side on that Devin's a bad dude, and and probably the second best dude in the whole world. Right? It's just when that gap is so far between 1 and 2, you tend to think the 2 guys not that good.
Right, for sure, because we don't have a tournament or something a lot sooner to pull it out.
Yeah. We almost wait long enough that you could be a brand new person each time. That's you
can remorph. You can remorph. You can remote. Come back 50 pounds heavier.
Can you imagine if they only played golf once a year, and when that tournament was over, all you said is, "Man, that guy's the greatest." Even though if they would tee that motherfucker up next week, he's liable to finish 67th.
Right.
And that's the way arm wrestling used to be. But it's just not like that anymore.
Right. You know what? I wanted about to argue. Remember, you called me after you called me after loss to BLM or some shit. You're like, "Congratulations, young man. You just ruined your career from going all the way up top to going down." And I was thinking about today, you could not be more wrong about that. Because nowadays, when you have no tournaments, you have dudes like, I don't want to say the names, but you have dudes that pull once a year, barely come, want all the recognition, pull, I feel like in comparison to me, every time I've lost, my stock went all the way up because I'm thinking after, I don't know. Don't
try to bullshit
because I'm thinking.
You got your camera.
Don't be judging me. I got the camera.
And if you didn't have a camera and this persona, then you would have just been a dumbass who arm wrestled.
I'm sorry that everybody else around me is a lazy bum and they can't use a camera. Like, I'm sorry that I'm different.
Do not try to act like you're doing some brave arm wrestling shit.
Hey,
You
I am
are
because
out
hey,
there gouging the community for content.
no, that's Jen Shaw, my man. I'm
You
out
better
there
hope
taking matches nobody wants to take. All right.
if Chris Gobby picks up on this business plan, you will be ruined in the world of the social media world. He will condemn you for making $5. No, you're right. Here's what has happened. Too many people chose that pussy route, and your route is outstanding because of it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That it's so because everybody is so much out and picking and choosing. Me losing to somebody 20 pounds lower. Oh man, Artem is the man. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a good route. So you were wrong. So
I just tell you right now, I would love to see you go to all these tournaments without your camera.
And what
Let's just see how great. Let's just see how much footage is displayed and how bigger your. Let's just see how much fun it is.
Hey, it's easier. You know, it's easy because I just tell the other guys. I came to Kevin Palka one time, like, yo, dog, I ain't got my camera, but if you want to make good views, you make my highlight for me, dog. Hey, it was Kevin's best video on his channel, probably to this date. All right.
No doubt. Hey, listen, man. Let's just. I mean, you're close, dude. Like you're close to that arm wrestling fame, baby. Like
to where somebody else posts my matches. I see what you're saying.
You got your boys. You got Devin. You got Inget. You got all your boys. Like I like it. Before long, I'm gonna be begging you if I could be able to come on your show.
It's all right. I have to be in charge, so somebody cannot press the like button.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially after the first half hour we were here. Without you, what would we do from a technical support standpoint?
Man, well, hey, we've been kind of at it for a long time. However, I wanted to cover some of this East versus West.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question.
Uh-huh.
As the tournament in Dubai, did I read something that the competition's getting tough for you?
Not necessarily. I mean, from all the names that we know, it's only like Sam from Australia, and if you're from Australia, I guess it's whatever. And we have Oleg from California. That's it. Like it's everything good so far.
Oh, okay. So I thought maybe if I would have read it.
I made it sound crazy. I mean, there's somebody saying in comments like, "Yo, we have world champions coming from our countries." I'm like, all the world champions should be at WF Worlds right now. Okay, they're busy. They're too busy competing in good shit. Okay, so I don't know. Like we will see. We will see. I might fucking take last place. I'm gonna go home and humble.
Only Russian over there. Everybody would be terrified if you just speak Russian only.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I was about to think because you already been there, but nowadays it's funny. Do you? When I was choosing my hotel, and for some reason I asked for nationality, I'm American from now on because I don't know what's going on in that part of the world. And
oh my goodness, dude! I didn't even think about that, man. Like people hate Russia right now.
Right. So.
Yeah, and if you're Russian, like you'd be like, man, I ain't got nothing. Putin don't run that shit by me. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Get on out of here with that shit.
Right. Yeah, we just discussed it too. Like, well, I'm actually not gonna go to the whole politics thing, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
What do you think? Do you hate Ukraine?
No, not at all. It's just every time you see like the Ukrainian Army and Federation post something on like Facebook, it's like, fuck Russians shouldn't be allowed there, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, like, it's just, I understand we have war, and like, fuck all the people that support war, but like, are you for certain sure that everybody that you see at Armas and tournament hates you? Like, are you gonna be able to keep that same energy once you're gonna see somebody you've been seeing before and they have nothing to do with war, right? Are you gonna keep that same hateful energy and tell me like, fuck you, you're Russian?
Yeah, man, listen, man, that shit is personal, man. That shit is personal. Like, I wouldn't want to be a Russian guy around in a Ukrainian family who lost their uncle.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's not personal. No, motherfucker, it is personal. Like, dude, this is a terrible thing, man. This is a terrible. Yeah, it's
Right.
terrible.
It's kind of like so
The more I
you
think
get
about
it. Uh-huh.
the more I think about it, I believe that like there's only like Russia's like the only country. Like there's only like a couple countries that could even get away with this. Like you ain't even allowed to fight no more because we got too many people that are all together. Like, yeah, that's some sad, horrible,
Yeah, so
personal
it's
shit.
weird. And and the example is right. Like, fuck, I can't. I know I'm not a part of this, and I'm not supporting. But yeah, I understand this person has all the fucking like. I mean, it has a reason to hate me, but in the same time, it's like, well, I mean, I don't know the guy, right?
Yeah,
Like, fuck. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. I don't get to shake your hand, but like, don't throw rocks at me too, because like, dude, I'm just here to fuck. I'm here in the same restaurant too, dog. You know, it's all good.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's a wacko. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Nobody knows what to say. Because listen, like, if any of our kids are in the military, it's up to Joe Biden whether he's over there in arm's way. Like, shoot, that military politics, war.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not good. I love everybody. Everybody. I don't want no smoke. No smoke in that category.
Man, that's tough. Yeah. So
Hey,
hey,
listen, I ain't gonna be able to keep fucking with you if you Russian and y'all keep bombing these motherfuckers, all right? I'm just saying.
hey, you just told me
Up in arm's way. Hey,
you told me last week I'm American.
I'm putting myself in harm's way by even doing an interview with you, man. Good God.
Man, a couple more sanctions, and yeah, I guess I cannot pop out here. I understand. It's all good.
Shit.
I just need to go. I'll make sure I'm married to Lindsay, so I take your last name.
Yeah, exactly. You can have mine.
Hey, Artem Bagent in the building. Hey, you know what? Anyway, whenever I don't feel like saying my name, Artem, and whatever they put in an order for some shit, Travis Bagent.
Yeah,
Travis.
100%. Yeah.
Fucking
I figured
easy.
you said he was Brandon.
Oh, it's just a Brandon or Travis all the way. If there's somebody I know, they're not going to be able to spell Artem on a Starbucks
I
cup.
used to tell people my name was Artem until this damn war. Now I know. No. Whoa. That ain't me. No, sir. That ain't me.
Hey, anyway, what do you think about your boy Justin and Mindaugas in Europe, in Turkey?
Oh, man. Listen, man. Justin Bishop, no chance at all.
No, come on, man.
Don't ever pull guys that weigh the same as you that have a foreign accent. Ever. Justin Bishop should be pulling the 121-pound Armenian champion. We can't do it. Listen, don't go over there. If you're an American guy, do not go over there. Your ass is grass. Under 200 pounds, don't go over there. Don't do it.
I mean, I think there's like maybe 15 pounds of difference where they naturally compete at. I think Mindog is like maybe like 75 kilos guy, and let's say Justin. Okay, so 25 pounds. I think it's fair, or you think Justin has no chance?
Well, no, now you're telling me. Now, I was afraid that Justin was too dumb to take a match with somebody way lighter than him.
He does have to cut. He does have to meet him at 180.
Right, but is the guy a 140-pound guy normally?
He is normal, let's say 165.
Okay, and Justin, let's be completely honest, Justin's 208 pounds right now, and he's going down to 180, right?
I met Justin last week. He's 190.
Exactly, so he's the biggest, hugest version of himself he could ever be. So yeah, now, hey, good luck, but I'm saying I'm not, my heart, I'm pulling for my man. I'm pulling for every American, right? Please win. But if I'm betting, it's easy. I'm betting against the whole American lineup.
The whole? Okay.
The whole lineup, I'm betting the whole thing that the Americans lose the majority because I believe that the system is set up for that. I think that we naturally think that our superstars are better on the world stage than they truly are. That's because we love our fellow Americans. But I'm telling you, Ingrid Terzi is setting that thing up so that, first of all, he's setting it up like, oh, they're not dumb enough to even take this match. Because really what he wants is to set up, Corey Miller against Dennis Shapovalov. But he knows that he can't do that, right? So then he starts playing it, but don't get it twisted. It's a 60-40 thing at best, in his opinion, because he is praying, he is imagining that us as Americans are going to be okay with this particular match because we overvalue our guys. And it's okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Justin got trouble in Alabama. Justin's got trouble in Mississippi and Texas. This motherfucker ain't no shoe-in his region. You know what I mean? So yeah, he got a tough. Yeah, got a tough.
You said he need to read up on Jordan Peterson and clean up his own house. I get it. I get it.
To be honest, Justin has to be a better version than he was when he exited. Right. We got to take him back. We got to take him back to when that trend was fresh and that shit was running through him and he's just whacking Giannis and he becomes an American hero. Listen, man, that's like me saying I was good in 2016. Motherfucker, that's a long time ago.
I pulled Justin last week and he felt solid. I do like his chances. Yes, his right is stupid. Yeah.
And then what is it? It's a right hand match?
It's a right hand match, yes. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about Justin. A win over there will catapult him right up in the scene where, listen, say what you want to say. Young man from Alabama is on the big screen. Like, his reputation is why he got that match. And listen, there's a greatest version of him. He better bring it. Because every dude has gotten better. The last 2 years of progression has exploded. And dudes are freaky. Mm-hmm. And they don't I don't think you get that platform after a couple losses. And if you're under 200 pounds, 200 pounds, I don't know if he brings anybody back under 200 pounds that has ever lost. Because that's an over 200-pound card.
Yeah, I'm looking at your list. Well, we do have next match is Adam Wrzynski and Bojidar. Also light dudes. Adam is our 205 guy, really 210.
100%. Listen, how many times do you think Adam's going back there if he gets whacked?
Zero.
To where a guy like Cataract and Chafee that are over 250, they can come over and take a couple losses here and there. But when you're under 200 pounds, I mean, the margin for error is very, very few. But listen, Adam Wrzynski's a freak. I don't know if he's European freak because of his style, but that style, he's the European of America, meaning he's muscling all those dudes in a hook that are trying to top row him. So it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to tell you something else, man. You want to become a top level arm wrestler. You take your ass out there and you become John Brzezink's neighbor. If that is impossible, then you go to South Carolina and you get some property in Spartanburg and you call Chad Silver up. Those two camps produce weirdos.
That's pretty accurate. Todd Hutchings.
Yes. Kevin Bongard weird. Bill Brzezink weird. I'm telling you, man, Chad Silvers is not a bad place.
And Chad got Adam. Chad got Hunter Knopf, who's also killer at lightweight guys. So yeah, they have some other people coming up.
Yeah, his self, Todd Zilla being a one step above that career, and then a young Adam Wrzynski that, dude, how good is this guy going to be in 8 years from now? I mean, The dude is doing wrist curls all day, every day. And we're not
Especially if he can maintain that same weight too, not go stupid to where it's irrelevant.
honest about the listen, weight management is Chad Silver's specialty. I mean, come on, Chad Silvers can weigh 160 or 260. You let him know the date. The motherfucker's going to weigh in one time. Exactly what he's supposed to weigh. 100%. Like, I'm telling you, man, Adam Warzinski is not a dummy. This guy's an engineer. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Hey, he's the guy.
I got you. All right. So, I mean, what do you think? Same opinion on you about him and Bojidar? You might do it.
Oh, yeah, Bojidar's going to eat his ass up.
I got you. All right.
That don't mean that these two ain't the American champions of the world, baby. Justin and Adam, you're both welcome to my tournament. You're the headliner, baby. But
hold on. Before you invite the two, let me throw Cobra and Haidar in there, because you told me last week Cobra is getting whacked by Haidar as well.
No chance.
Oh, man.
That England's gonna invite someone over there to beat their national hero? No, Cobra's done, bro. Cobra is like famous, man.
Man, you're right. On the whole card, Haidar is the only one with the Turkish flag. Cobra is done.
No chance. Although, man, there is not. That is, Cobra's my favorite arm wrestler.
Oh, dude, hold on. I think we have a problem. I think we have a bigger problem. I'm looking at this Paul Lynn match, and Paul Lynn is pulling Irakli Gamtinadze, who doesn't look 155 pounds. Man, why would Paul take that?
Paul's got no chance.
Gamtinadze. I don't even know
Paul
who this guy
is my best friend. I am begging you, Paul, don't go.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm Googling Irakli Gamtinadze. First match I see on YouTube is him versus Prudnik. Man, Paul, I don't know if Engen hates you. Oh, I don't know, but
hey, man, how about Paul Lynn, man? What a rise in that guy's brand. Like, talk about a 3-4 year plan. How about that? You wanna get in the sport of arm wrestling? Maybe you want to reach out to that guy and say, hey, my man, send me the blueprint on why everyone loves you and you're invited to every top show in the world. And where do you have the time to comment on every person's post? Good job. He must have 8 people. While
being a multi-millionaire of mining and all type of weird crypto shit. All right. Oh man, dude. The first match, it's Irakli and Yevgeny, and Irakli is getting to go every time. Oh my god, Paul is gonna get killed. I'm so sorry. I don't even want your opinion. Michael Todd, Yevgeny Prudnik.
Man, hey, listen. This is a perfect situation of Michael Todd's career. Okay. Michael Todd is severely loved when he is at the Valley. And then after everyone sees him in a terrible, desperate situation, when he becomes up to this peak where he starts telling people he's the best guy in the world, but everybody's like, no, we actually hate you when you're the best guy. Michael Todd is at a Valley. And here's the thing. I think we're getting a little tired of this Prudnik train. I'm tired of hearing Prudnik this, Prudnik that, motherfuckers singing, dancing, good looking. I'm tired of that shit.
You think he's too talented?
Yeah, I'm done. I am done. I hate Ivanik Prudnik now. With the same amount of jealousy that I had for one Devin Larratt. I have it now for Prudnik, and I will be praying and wishing for his demise. Let's go, Monster Michael Todd. Get him out there. Get him out there. String him up. String him up.
All right.
I wish that somehow that Prudnick could lose, but Michael Todd not win.
That can happen. That can happen if both of them get in some weird strap thing, and then Michael decides to stop a match and walk off stage with his hammer.
Yeah. But up 2-0.
Technically.
Yeah, but up 2-0 when he does it. Yes. I like it. I don't mind. I mean, I just think that Michael's his own worst enemy when his perception is high. And then he plays a perfect underdog. Because, the fact is you better be careful with him. Because that man will pull for 17 minutes. No problem. And I do think that Prudnick is smart enough and talented and has enough endurance to stay in that match too long. When really he should go after and exploit the angles. And when the path is there, he should take it. And he should recognize when the path isn't there and when it's time to foul and restart.
Yeah, I think now that I'm thinking of like the time where Trubin prepared for Michael and everybody who ever had to step up to pull Michael from a European standpoint, everybody did a phenomenal job of preparing and picking a battle, and they always ended up doing it good strategically. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Evgeny got it, even though
you think Prudnick's gonna.
I think as far as if you look at the styles, you can see that Michael probably is too weird and he got it, but every time I see European prepare for Michael, they did something weird to where like they found that way, and they'll take a loss. It will be like 4-2, maybe 5-1.
Like he has to.
I think Evgeny can.
Yeah, there is a match that Michael can win, and he better be sure that match doesn't ruin him, because it could ruin Prudnick, which is what I hope happens. Let's go, Michael Todd.
All right. Well, and probably the last, because we already talked about Jerry and Army is not happening for everybody that just joined. It's him and Dave now, and we talked about that. The only one that has left from American side is John Brzank and Oleg Petrenko, which you tell me. I think, Oleg, no.
50. It's on. John's going to pull him just like Oleg wants to pull. So, yeah, 50-50. I mean, okay. Yeah, I love John. I wish that John would be more selfish, and I beg him all the time. Like, I think John could have been way more selfish against Ungerbayev. He kind of hogged a little bit in that strap, a little bit of a wrist curl, and he just killed that guy. And then the next match, John's totally straight as he can. And I'm like, what is that? The first match, you're here. Second match, what is this? So, yeah. All because John's like, yeah, I thought I was way stronger than him after the first match. I didn't think about it. And then the second match put me in a spot where the dude made it even quick. So yeah, I think that if John can be more selfish, but I know he's not going to be. He's gonna ask that guy how he wants to pull, and he's gonna pull like that, and it's gonna be a war.
Got you. I got you. Well, just to give some love to Matt Mask. Matt is pulling Sandris. Sandris said is from Latvia, that Latvian warrior kid.
Matt is fucked.
You think so?
Oh man, no chance. Isn't that who just whacked the Australian dude?
Yes.
Yeah, that dude's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna kill Matt.
Okay.
Kill him. I'm rooting for Matt. But yeah, listen, easy for me, man. Easy for me. My heart says the North Americans, I'm rooting for you, brothers. But I'm telling you, I'm betting straight line on England. I'm betting on England. And I believe that England has set that line up for the Europeans to come out victorious, even if it's not on purpose. I'm not telling you that England is cheating. I'm telling you that it's like me trying to be judgmental about my son's football career. It's not going to happen. There's deep-seated just bias, right? And it's there. It's like that systematic racism where it's embedded.
Like it's in there. It's in there. Nothing you can do about it.
It's in a perfect scenario too, because when he makes the matches, the Americans are dumb enough to say, "Oh, that sounds good. Our American's going to kill him." So it's even better. I mean, he's in a perfect situation that his bias can easily be justified because of how we overview or overvalue our American pullers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's biased. However, I think Europeans sometimes, because you talk to some of those dudes, and they don't like that weight difference whatsoever. They always want somebody exact same weight. And I think Engin have to go and explain it every time, like, yo, you're too strong for your own weight. We have to give you somebody 20 pounds. I think that's what, because I've talked to some of them and they hate the idea. Like they do. I'm like, if we think like that's for us, it's only fair. Like, yo, we cannot. They think is like, oh no, this guy's too big, and we have. I feel like Engin has to explain it all the time. Yeah. He's big, but got him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a good match. Yeah,
I think that will happen. I think it's rough. I think more people lighter weights should fly to Chad Silvers and become those studs so we can represent them in the proper weight ratio, right? Something.
Yeah, I mean, listen, find a 200-pound guy or below that can actually compete at that level with the exact same weighted guy. I mean, listen, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, we had like maybe Sam Harris, who's the only one that looked like a normal human being at that weight, but not anymore, right? Like
yeah, and even then, like Sam Harris, man, listen, Sam Harris can't beat the 154-pound women's champion over there.
Well, right now, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like, he could have been that guy, right? If he took like the falling out route where WL doesn't give him phone calls anymore.
Yeah, right? I get.
Yeah. So, well, all right, player. We've been going on for about 3 hours for somebody who doesn't know and only sees hour and 20 on this live stream.
All right, well, you the man. Make sure you get that first part up.
Hey, the first part are gonna be out as soon as we're done here. All right.
All right, player. So next week, big announcement. John Brzenk and me will be on here live with our new partner, or letting you know that we don't want a new partner and we'll act like we got rid of him. Whatever it is, just know that we will spin it whenever we need to.
You guys heard that. We'll see you next week. I'll try to, you and John can do something together, but I'll still be here, so I'll try to call you Monday, Tuesday.
We don't do nothing without you, man. After that brilliant,
I got you.
Hey, first half hour, come on, man. How could we ever find anybody to replace you?
Especially, I got to figure it out, right? I close the computer. All right, player. I'll see you next week.
Later.
All right. Travis is out, guys. We talked about just football stuff, and we talked about some matches without me pressing. I didn't know when to schedule, like, a press go live on the Zoom. We had some problems, and so we went live for like first 20 minutes or so. But I did press record on Zoom. So the full podcast, I'll probably have to release it on my Patreon because I'm not going to re-upload like hour 20. So probably my Patreon can get the full one. And I will post that 20-minute clip about football that I did missed out for Travis because it is pretty good. There was a question for me earlier. I don't have jolly ranchers. That just this what happens when you have cluttering speech and you have to pay attention the way you speak. So excuse me for having problems. My next super match that's official is Dalton Lipschwager, November 5. Kind of a week after I go to Dubai. So that's the official match as far as my official schedule goes. In 2 days, I will be at practice in up north. in New Jersey. Then next week I will be in Dubai. Week after, as I said, I will be pulling Dalton Lipschwager left and right-handed in Texas. Then week after that, I will be at Battle at the Beach, big free event we got going on in Florida. If you're in Florida, you're traveling, perfect spot to be in, right there at the beach. Many tables, many super matches. Week after that, I will not week after that, 2 days after that thing, I will be in Turkey at East versus West. That's the schedule. Also, guys, please, while we still have 128 people here, if literally all of you, which I highly doubt, but if something happens and the stars align, if all of you can go and subscribe to East versus West arm wrestling channel, I believe if it will be literally all of you, I think we can get it monetized like in a couple of days, because we only need let me double check while I have this opportunity. We only need like I'm almost there. We only need 74 people to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I can get it monetized. What's up, Cobra? Sorry, I hope you missed Travis talking shit about you. Man, so yeah, if you guys can go and please, I put in the link out there, and click that subscribe button for East versus West channel. It's very important, because it's not you're not just subscribing to like some random you're subscribing to official East versus West channel. All the East versus West matches going to be posted on there, but now we're gonna have so much more crazy shit happening, because I'm gonna be there filming and doing all of that. So y'all gonna have 100% more East versus West content than it was before, posted on then specific dedicated to the channel. So if you guys can click it and support it, because it's literally going to be one of your biggest arm wrestling channels down the road, right? Because if any other big leagues pop up like WL and stuff, we're gonna end up with Larry Wheels channel with matches there, and East versus West were all this big. Cobra, I'm not gonna give you a timestamp, buddy, because I don't want you to hear it. Because Travis was confident that Hyder is gonna get you, but I believe otherwise, and I'll be seeing you there, buddy, to support. Yes, thank you, Benji. Literally, that's the main Engine's actually priority right now, to make sure that channel is taken off, because as I'm saying, like everything East versus West going to be in that channel. I'll pump the link one more time. If only we can get it to it, we're gonna get it to 1,000, because Pradeep been doing great work. Pradeep have posted a lot on that channel, like all the shorts. Yeah, probably all the shorts right now you see on that channel is from Pradeep. Pradeep done posted more than 10, 15 videos and clips on that channel. So all that is do Pradeep. I posted interview with Justin there. So channel's taking off, but very slow. Once we get all the full support from you guys, over 1,000, and it's all going to get monetized, that there's a potential for that thing to grow. Guys, once you hear the numbers, how much does it cost to run East versus West? Like the numbers for January, like I don't know if Engen's post them, but it's incredibly expensive. I've yet to talk any numbers with Engen, but from the day one, I know there's no profits as of right now. And I believe there will not be profits for January 1 as well. And there will not be profits for November card as well. I think every time I think the guys just break even, maybe. Even if that, or if not, I think the most majority of money has to come from sponsorship. So I'm telling you all that right now, that with the support of that East versus West arm wrestling channel, I think that's like one of the opportunities to create whole different revenue stream, and to where if one day most of the people will stop buying t-shirts or something tragic happens, we can have that source of income to keep those matches that you guys want to see happen. So I hope you guys understand. Go ahead and subscribe. Me and Travis going to be back here hopefully next Monday, Tuesday. And yes. One more time, East versus West. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next Me and Travis are going to see you next week.